Hi, everybody. This is Andrea with Strength Training, Building Your Coping Muscles. So, what I wanted to talk about today is basically I haven't been at my best health for the last couple of weeks. And so, how do we function when we're not at our best physically? So, one might think that the best DBT skill to use would be act opposite, but that's really hard when you're not really feeling it, when you're not feeling well. And to sustain it, I mean, that might be good for like once or twice, but on an ongoing basis, it's really hard to sustain. So instead, I like to use my distress tolerance skills. And there's a couple I like to use. One is self-soothing with the five senses, and one of them is sitting right here next to me, Shelby. So I like to, take a break from my work, which is something that I have to do every day to be able to feed her and me and keep this nice roof over my head. So I'll take a break and, I'll play with her, or I'll, scratch her tummy, which she absolutely loves. And she'll bring my stress level down. And I guess she didn't like that too much. And she'll kind of make me forget that I'm not feeling well for a couple of minutes. And the other things are music. I'm a child of the 70s and the 80s, so I like my bands from that time, and music is very evokes a lot of emotion in a good way. I don't choose music that I didn't like or evokes a negative emotion, so it's very powerful. So I take a couple of minutes and close my eyes and play my favorite songs, or I play my songs when I'm working and shut them off when I have to make a phone call. The other thing is I'm not too into scent. I'm not too into burning candles or anything like that. I do try to change up my scenery. My desk sits against a window. I have a beautiful view of these, hilly kind of green, well, when it's green, and then at night it twinkles and it gets dark early, the lights twinkle. I do sometimes tend to keep my curtains drawn because the morning sun it's very bright, but if I remember, I open them and it is a kind of a beautiful view. I live on the 10th floor of an apartment building. I also am privileged to have some artwork that I enjoy in my apartment. So sometimes when I remember to take a step back from the computer, I do get up and try to kind of just give my eyes a feast. It's not, as far as touch goes, I play with Shelby, but I also try to ground my body because I tend to get, cramped muscles working on the computer. So I try and stretch. Another thing that's another distress tolerance skill, but not one with the five senses, is to breathe. And that's really a important one for me because I have asthma. So I love this GIF. If you could see it, it says breathe slowly in and out. And I can stare at this and get like really mesmerized and breathe to the dot. And just Google breathing dot GIF, GIF, and this should come up. And I just, I can stare at it all day and just breathe in and out from your diaphragm. And that also, really important. And I just, slow, deep breaths. So that's basically when I'm not feeling well, how I get through the day or a couple of days or a week. And I hope that helps because we all have to work sometimes when we're not feeling up to it. So be well, be strong, and that's strength training, building your coping muscles.